What is going on, Aries? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct, and this is going to be your reading for the month of February. Now, Aries, I know this reading is extremely late, and I'm sorry about that. Thanks for your patience, but I am going to check out your energies for February and see how you are feeling for the rest of the month. Your forecast is here now. This is going to be a general reading, so if it does not resonate with everybody, or it may not resonate with everybody, so if it doesn't, check out one of my previous readings for Aries or one of my future ones that'll be coming up. If it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things that I like to see on the channel. Definitely appreciate you, Aries, for the way you guys, comment and subscribe, and I love the comments. I try to respond to them all, but I do see them all. Thanks for the love, Aries, okay? And this is going to be your present spread right here. And after that, we're going to get into your futuristic energies over here like we always do, covering the end of February and maybe going into March. All right. Also, personal readings are open for everybody. So if you want a more direct experience with me, get a little bit more clarity, you can email me about that. Also, follow me on IG, Aries, Chris Anthony 14LBS, Chris Anthony 14 pounds. That'll also be in the description. Want to see my Aries family over on my IG. If you want to behind the scenes look at me, right? All right, let's hop into it, Aries. Crowning your reading right at the top here, we have the 5 of Pentacles. So some of you guys could possibly be feeling like you're kind of left out in the cold right now, or you could be feeling like you're isolated a little bit from everybody else, isolated from society, isolated from just regular people that you usually are around on a day-to-day basis. Maybe in the month of February, you kind of feel like you're just away from everybody a little bit. Maybe you're keeping your distance, or you feel like people are keeping their distance from you. Maybe, this is the feeling of kind of feeling like you're forgotten, you're alienated, you're neglected. People are not checking up on you. And maybe that could just be how you're feeling, but it is a 5 of Pentacles, so it's really just like, a feeling. It's not even that major, Aries, but, or somebody could be feeling like you're leaving them out in the cold, right? Because you have this air sign over here, the Knight of Swords, clarifying this card. So for some of you guys, it could be that maybe you feel left out in the cold by an air sign, or the air sign feels like you're leaving them out in the cold, and they want to come in and communicate with you. Or maybe someone in general wants to come in and communicate with you. It doesn't have to be an air sign. And maybe they're kind of like thinking about doing it, but they don't know what to do because you left them out in the cold. On the other hand, you could be feeling left out in the cold, and you want someone to come and communicate with you, or you want to go communicate with them. Aries, right? It all depends. For some of you other guys, you could just be feeling like you want to get out of the feeling of feeling like you're left out in the cold and you're isolated and you're by yourself. You want to move away from that type of energy as quickly as possible, right? But I don't feel like you're going to be feeling like that for too long, only because I saw the rest of your spread already. Right below it, we have the 8 of Wands. So 8 of Wands represents some quick communications coming in, some type of communications that could definitely make you feel like you're no longer in isolation, right? Your world is getting lit up in some type of way. So all those people that you thought were kind of like neglecting you and not checking in on you and not communicating with you for a little bit, they can't stay away from Aries. Goodness, who could stay away from Aries? Y'all are flooded by people almost all the time. The only time that you are not is when you want to be, right? But I don't think people are going to leave you alone this month, even if you want it. So you have quick communication coming in from everywhere. Text messages, phone calls, emails, people like, hey, Aries, what's going on? What are you doing? What are you up to? Let's work together. Let's go do this together. Let's go get a drink. Let's go party. Let's, whatever it is. I think you are a hot commodity this month, Aries. Like you always are. And people just kind of want to reach out. But I think that you're having to find balance within your life, maybe between work and play. You're kind of trying to find the perfect balance between that, because you know you have a lot of things to focus on and work on, but at the same time you have a lot of people pulling on you like, hey, let's go out, hey, let's go do this, why don't you meet me here, hey, we should all go do this, hey, my friend knows somebody else who knows somebody else, and they said we should be here on Saturday. And then you're like, oh, well, on Saturday I'm supposed to be working on this project thing until 5 o'clock. Okay, Aries, but that's cool. But this isn't until 6:30. And you're like, I guess I can pull it off, you know? So you're just kind of like cautioned to find that balance between work and play, because I don't think you're going to be able to get out of the play part of life this month in February, or just, you know, collaborating with people, people wanting to do things with you. I don't think you're going to turn them down. You're just going to find a way to balance out your priorities and then the things that you just do for fun. You know, for some of you guys, it could just be all work. Like, this person wants to work with you, then that person wants to do something else with you. This person wants to, they need your expertise on this project they're working on. This other person needs you to, you know, it's kind of like, I see you kind of like going, everybody kind of like coming into you, and you have to be the one that is balancing out your life so that you don't get overwhelmed and spread too thin. That's what I'm feeling, Aries. We keep it moving, and then you have the Death card, clarified by the Eight of Wands once again. So yeah, this Death card to me signals, you know, always a transformation, but it signals maybe a transformation of that energy that you were feeling coming into the month. You know, early on in February, you could have felt like you were just isolated and nothing was, you just weren't around the fire and the vibrations of life, you know, the vitality, and everything felt cold. And you kind of wanted to get out of that energy, and yeah, you feel that you are out of this energy because of all these communications that come in. Like, people want to invite you to parties. People want to work with you. They want to be around you. You know, so I do feel like a transformation of that energy. If you were feeling like you were in isolation, or people didn't want to be around you, even for a moment, you know, because sometimes it's just all in our head, right? But then once again, for another meaning for you guys, you have, just to go a little bit deeper, because this is major arcana, the Death card. So always talks about a metamorphosis, a transformation that's happening, something ending, something new beginning, something sprouting from something that's dying off, right? Simultaneously. And so some of the communications that are coming in from these people that just need to be around you and need to collaborate with you and work with you, I think it's causing you to have a certain kind of transformation or a certain kind of metamorphosis, maybe, because maybe a lot of people are coming in and communicating with you quickly, and it's kind of like making you change your perception up a little bit, maybe about yourself or about them, or maybe the situation that, you know, you're in, situations that you're being invited to be involved in. Maybe it's kind of like causing you to kind of like have a little bit of a transformation. Some type of communication comes in that brings transformative energy with it. Right? Now, this could be from this person that, you know, felt like you were leaving them out in the cold, or they were leaving you out in the cold, this air sign. But if it's not an air sign, it's just somebody who is very logical, a thinker, you know, and they could be coming in full speed ahead, and this quick communication from them could cause you to just kind of like transform the way you think about them. Maybe you wanted to be away from them, but because they're coming in with this, they're coming in hot, right? With this quick communication and this passionate communication, and you could just be like maybe changing maybe your heart when it comes down to this person. That's for you guys who are dealing with some type of romance, some type of, you know, mate that wants to come in, and they want to come in from out of the cold. Maybe you're ready to come in from out of the cold with this person, And maybe that's what's transforming when they communicate with you, or maybe you want to communicate with them, right? But you have the Eight of Wands here twice, so it's definitely some communication coming in. If it's not from all the people that I was talking about, then it's from a specific person, and a transformation is happening surrounding that. Keeping it moving, right below that, we have the High Priestess. Now, Aries, you got the High Priestess twice. Not in this reading, but in your last reading that I did for you, you had the High Priestess. So, once again, you're tapping into your intuitive energy. You're tapping into your subconscious mind, and you're being led by your intuition. Especially when it comes down to the things that you're choosing to move forward in, the projects, the people, the surroundings, that you're choosing to go full speed ahead in and you're passionate about. It's being led by your intuition. You're having an intuitive hunch about the things that you're starting to participate in, and all the things you want to work on. Aries is always up to something. They always have some type of project that they're kind of working on or spearheading or connecting with somebody or a group of people to bring about. Aries is a collaborator. All the Aries I know for, they collaborate well with other people doing things, and then they always have their own thing going too, and it's just all this happening at the same time, which is why you have to have that balance. But whatever you're going full speed ahead with and you're passionately pursuing, you're being led by your intuition, so you're not doing it foolishly, which is why it's going to be a great turnout. Whatever you're choosing to invest your time in and your passionate energy in, you're being led by your intuition into those places and around those people and into these investments, right? And you're just making sure that it's the right thing to do. You're consulting your intuition before you go full speed ahead, because the Aries a lot of times is represented by the Fool card in the tarot, because that's the one, and Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and Aries is kind of like the pioneer a lot of times, who just jumps off the cliff and takes that dive and doesn't care what's going to happen after they jump off the cliff, because they have the balls made of steel to do it. Even if you're a woman, right? But so yeah, you are taking those leaps and you're going into these new places and you're pioneering some new things, but you're doing it based on your intuition. So you are being led by your intuition. So even though it may not seem logical to some people, or even you have that intuitive hunch and you're like, you know what? I'm going in this direction. Let's go full speed ahead. And I like it, because you're not, doing it in a way to you're tiptoeing around it. No. You're coming in with the Knight of Wands energy, that fiery, passionate energy that you fire signs have. And you're doing it because you're so confident in your intuition, which I like. You're taking that intuitive hunch and you're like, let's go. So yeah, you're going to know who to kind of like entertain with all these people that are communicating with you, all these people that are offering you, to work with them on these things, projects, pursuits, whatever they are. You're going to know which one to kind of like entertain and which one not to, because it's going to be connected to your intuition, right? And it's the things that you are going to be passionate about also. So look out for that. Whatever you intuitively feel drawn to do and you're also passionate about doing it, that's going to be the ones that you actually choose to be around. Whatever that has to do with, right? Projects, people in general, parties, whatever it is, functions, events, networking. It's just your intuition is going to lead you into the places and the people you're supposed to be connecting with in this time, right? What else do I feel with this? I feel like I'm missing something. For some of you other guys and gals Could be a fire sign. Also somewhere around here, sprinkled in the mix of everything. Right? So I see an air sign and I see a fire sign. That could be somewhere, you know, had they have their eye on you this month. They want to make a connection in some type of way. Air sign, fire sign, right? It is Valentine's Day coming up soon. It is the love month, the month of love, February, right? Everything is right, aligned. The stars are aligned. The planets are moving just right. And so you may be looking attractive to a fire sign and an air sign. Look out for those this month. Keeping it moving, we have the Page of Wands here. So once again, this was in one of your last readings too. You're thinking about a new project, a new passionate pursuit, something new that you want to begin and start. And you're already working on it and you're already investing into it. And I feel like the universe kind of wants to match your energy that you give to it. So it's kind of like, because you have the Ace of Wands coming here. And whenever I see an ace, I see some type of gift that the universe is bringing in, you know, to you. So I think the universe wants to match your energy that you're putting into this new project or this new career or this new path that you're on, and you're passionate about it, and you're going to see some things line up around it. Now, that may have to do with some of those people that are coming in wanting to communicate with you about what you're doing. You know, and that could be the way that the universe is matching the type of investment you're putting into it, right? But it could just be that, you know, some doors are opening up around whatever you're trying to work on. Because it's at its beginning stages, but, you know, it's like the universe wants to grow it into that place where it's the Ace of Wands. So you started off by yourself as a Page of Wands, just humble beginnings, whatever you're starting on during this time. But I believe it's quickly growing and going to grow into that Ace of Wands, where it's kind of like, okay, yeah, the big boy. You put on your big boy pants now, your big girl pants, and really doing something with what it is, whatever new that you're working on, whatever new passion project that you have, whatever the new stream of income that you want to work on or have been working on, right? It's kind of like, I just saw it in my mind, it's wanting to grow quickly. It's kind of like Super Mario. You're starting off as the little small Super Mario running around, but and one of those doors you go into, one of these opportunities that come and presents itself to you, is going to make it kind of like just, what's the sound that it makes? I'm not even going to try to make the sound, but whenever he eats that mushroom, he grows into big Super Mario, right? And so whatever you're working on is kind of like wanting to be multiplied, wanting to grow up real quick, level up really quickly, just almost overnight, almost, you know, the feeling of it. And maybe it's having something to do with these communications that are coming in. That, you know, is transforming it from the small beginning stage into the big, you know, massive stage. So yeah, Aries, I think you're busy this month. You're everywhere. People are around you. You have different offers coming your way. You have like a lot of work and collaboration going on, and you having to keep balance within all this stuff and people and situations and events that are around you. And then on top of that, you have an air sign and a fire sign that have their eye on you while you're so busy working on all these different things, and they're just kind of like watching you. And then on top of that, you have maybe somebody from the past that you were kind of turned your back on, or they turned their back on you, wanting to come in and offer some type of communication with you and transform the way that you guys view each other. So it's a lot going on. You have love, you have work, you have passion, passionate projects, you have collaboration, you have life buzzing all around you this month, Aries. So enjoy. let's get into your futuristic energy. So we have the Nine of Swords, we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Hierophant, and then the Judgment card. So starting at the top, Nine of Swords. So maybe going into the end of the month, you guys are worried about something. Something is keeping you up late at night, and you're anxious about something. Now, what is that you're anxious about? It's having something to do with... it could be something major. I feel that you have to make a decision about something, and that decision is based on your beliefs, your way of doing things, your way of seeing life. You're thinking, should you make a decision based on how you always make a decision, or should you switch it up this time? Right? Because the Hierophant to me a lot of times speaks of whether we're going to stick to our traditions and beliefs and conventions and core value system, or are we going to negate that and look at it from a different point of view, allow ourselves to see things from a different point of view, allow ourselves to kind of like transcend our core values and beliefs, and or shift them, paradigm shift a little bit, and allow them to evolve. So maybe you could have in your future energy towards the end of February going into March a certain evolution that's happening around your core belief systems, traditional way of doing things, right? Yeah, that's happening. Let's keep it moving. Page of Pentacles. And then clarified by the Queen of Cups. I love the Queen of Cups in this deck. Like, look at her. She has so much swag. I'm sorry. All right, so yeah. Page of Pentacles. Some type of offer that's wanting to be made. Maybe you're wanting to make an offer to a queen, right? Or a Queen of Cups energy, right? For you women out there. Yeah, I feel like either somebody could be somebody that is kind of like, you know, more on the emotional, spiritual, creative side is wanting to make an offer to you, or you're wanting to make an offer to them. But they do have a royal energy. Like, because I like how they look in this card. Like, I like the swag that they have. Whether it's male or female, right? I see why you want to make an offer to them, right? And, you probably want to offer some type of new beginning with them, or they want to do that with you. I feel like you want to make an offer to them, though. Somebody has caught your eye going into the end of February. And you kind of want to have a start, a beginning that is a stable beginning with them. You know, you just kind of want to you want to make a gesture to them. That's what I'm feeling, to this Queen of Cups. Because they are very attractive. Whoever it is that has caught your eye going into the end of the month. Now, is it some of these same people that I was talking about over here in your present energy, or for the month of February? I'm not feeling that for some reason. I don't know. I'm feeling like this is someone else. It could be that older person that you kind of want to come out of the cold with, or they want to come out of the cold with you, possibly. Because a transformation was happening around that connection, but it could also be somebody new that you're just like, oh, this one is different. That's what I hear. This one is different. Yeah, they look very different. They look like they know who they are. They look like they know what they're doing. And I'm not saying that like in a deceptive way or anything. It's just like this person knows their value. And that's why you kind of want to make a gesture to them, like showing them that you know you understand their value. Like, okay, look, I know who you are. Like, I know that you're not just a regular type of person. It's like you want them to know that you see them. You want them to know that. That's what I'm feeling. Or it could be vice versa. Somebody, you know, wants you to know that they see you, but I kind of feel like you're doing this to somebody else, Aries. That's what I'm picking up. Towards the end of February, going into March. Because they're just there. Like, they're posted up like, this is what I do. This is my life. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I'm hearing that song. Wow, I like this. I'm staying here for a while. I'm hearing that song by, gosh, what is her name? Oh, I just had it. God, I just had it. Sorry, Aries. Birds in the sky. You know how I feel. Birds flying high. You know, Nina Simone. Is that? Yeah, that's it. Okay, something is happening like that. You see somebody. And they make you feel like that song. And you want to offer them something. Oh yeah. So okay, Aries, the love bug bites you too. No way out of it. It's like you see somebody and they look like royalty to you. Like you have a connection with somebody. They catch your eye towards the end of the month, or maybe going into March, or maybe, you know, it just happens this month. And you're like just in the cloud nine about them. Like you're like, oh snap. Like this could be the one. I don't even want to make this whole reading about that, but I like it, man. Aries. I like it for you. Like, cause you like this person. They're like, they have the qualities that you want in a person that you would settle down with. That's what I feel like. You feel like they're at the place already, like where they're just ready for that. And it makes you be like, oh, snap. Like, it kind of catches you off guard because I don't even feel like you're in that energy. Like, you're just, you know, doing what Aries do. Like, you're focused on, you know, what you do, your work, your projects, your collaborations, you're building your empire. But then this person you're at one of these events where all this collaboration is being done. All, you know, people inviting you out, going places. You know how it is, Aries. And then all of a sudden you just see this person, like, and it goes beyond just you just wanting to flirt with them or just have a great conversation and just see what they're about. It's kind of like you see them like, oh, snap, like, hey. Yeah. So, yeah, somebody is intriguing this month. Towards the end of the month, they're going to be intriguing. Somebody is catching your eye. And these other people, I feel like they, over here that I was talking about, that's just like floating, buzzing around you, they had their eye on you. But then I feel like you have your eye, whenever you meet this person, on them. And they're like, you're like, oh, snap. They catch you off guard a little bit for some reason. Let's keep it moving. Then you have the Hierophant energy, Major Arcana, and then it's clarified by the Temperance card, Major Arcana. So once again, you have the Hierophant up here too. So it's something that's happening around your conventions, your beliefs, the things that, you know, that stay with you, the things that, you know, you always do. Maybe you're switching it up. Right? Maybe that's surrounding love. Now, I did kind of feel that a little bit when I was up here, but I just didn't say it. But now that I see it again, and now that I was just talking about that, I feel like you're changing it up a little bit. Maybe the way that you look at love. Maybe this person has triggered something for you, Aries. Like, and you're like, hold up, wait a minute. Like, I don't know. I think this person is kind of like putting you in a place. It's like, right? I know it's February. Like I don't even. It's because I don't know. I'm just hearing that like you don't just like to participate in Valentine's Day just because you're not one of those people, Aries. Like you're not just lovey-dovey just because. Like if you are going to do it, it's going to be because it's real. And so something surrounding that love for you and the way you're looking at it this month because of this person is slightly changing just a little bit. I think they make you feel lovey-dovey. Aries, like, I don't know. Yeah. If not that, then like this person, you're kind of like, you're feeling like, dang, like, I just hear you say to yourself, like, I would marry this person. Like, and then you're like, wait a minute. Like, what am I talking about? Like, don't let me get ahead of myself. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling anyway. That's what I see, Aries. So, we'll see. Only time will tell, right? Yeah, and for some reason, that's all I can say about that. Those cards. That's just what I feel. Let's keep it moving. Then you have the Judgment card. Transformation, rejuvenation, awakening, spiritual awakening, you know, that could be happening in your future energy. Another level of awakening. Once again, Aries. So you guys keep leveling up over and over again. Like, y'all are moving pretty quick. Because the other reading that I have for Aries, you were doing some definite leveling up. And I still see that coming in your spirituality, your receptiveness, opening up to your spirituality and your spiritual life and spiritual path. You know, you had the High Priestess here. So that's continuing to happen in your future energy. And then you have the Queen of Wands here. And that could just be like the energy you're taking on. That's what I'm feeling. The Queen of Wands is that fiery, passionate energy, but she is very attractive and she attracts things into her world instead of like going to get it like the King of Wands. It's kind of like she takes on the feminine energy, so she just lays back and she is the social butterfly, so she just collaborates and things just come to her. Right? And that's why I feel like you're receptive, you're open, and things are just coming your way. Spiritual things, beautiful things, love, right? Opportunities. You're just open to it all. And it all wants to be around you because of your level of attractiveness that you're taking on, Aries. But this, oh man, who is that, Aries? Who is that? I want to know who that is. Like, y'all let me know in the comments when you meet them. If you already met them, let me know. But you got your eye on somebody. I don't know who it is. About it a little bit. But somebody has caught your eye. And it's not your average, regular connection. Because you want to sing some Nina Simone. Alright, Aries, I'm going to cut it right there for you. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, Aries. Right? If you like this reading, then you can subscribe if you're not a subscriber. You can comment. I like your comments. And like it. Yeah. And follow me on IG, like I told you guys. Look for the description. That'll be there. Chris Anthony, 14 pounds. And until next time, Aries, I hope you enjoy the rest of your month. Thank you.